Bubble sort algorithm. Before proceeding to code, we must understand the logic behind bubble sort algorithm. First, decide which order we would want, ascending or descending order. Now let's say we have an array of elements of 5, 1, 3, 2, 4. In the array, we would first check the first two elements in the array and check if the first element is larger than the second element, and if so, we swap the positions of the two elements. So that would be 1, 5, 3, 2, 4. Now after swapping, we then again repeat the same process in the next two elements in the array. We then again check if the first element is larger than the second element, and if so, swap the positions of the two elements. Now in this case, we then again swap the positions, so that would be 1, 3, 5, 2, 4. Again in the next two elements, we then again swap, so that 1, 3, 2, 5, 4. We keep swapping until we reach the desired order. Now, in this case, that will be 1, 2, 3, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swapping. Noticeably, in bubble sort, swapping is important. Now, what is the logic of swapping so we can translate it into code? How? Now let's say we have a variable x with a value of 5, a variable of y with a value of 3. How can we swap the values of the variables? How can we make x is equals to 3 and y is equals to 5? Now, let's visualize this as a glass of water, a green juice, and an empty glass. Now, the variable x has a value of water, the variable y has a value of green juice, and temp has a value of none. Now, how do we swap the values of the variable x and y? We do that by simply having a temporary variable. Now, we put the value of x inside the variable temp, and now for the y, and now for the last one, and now we manage to swap the values of the variable x and y. Now let's say we have a variable x with a value of 5, a variable y with a value of 3. Now we try the logic of swapping by having a variable temp x and x is equals to y is equals to temp. Now let's check if the values of the variable x and y is swapped. And there you go. Now let's write the code to the bubble sort algorithm. We first create a swap variable, a while loop, and a temp variable. Okay, wait. Let's first create an array. I think it's 5, 4. We create a for loop standard items that length. And again, we first check the first the two elements. If the first element is larger than the second element, I plus 1. And if so, we swap the positions of the two elements. And we do that by temp array items I array items. Then swap is equals true. Okay, let's check. Bubble sort plus arrays to string array items. And there you go. So that is bubble sort algorithm.